Well, no, I can't. I'm not going to do that. Well, because it smells like feet. It smells like hot kimchi sock-wearing feet. Well, no, she's better than that now. She doesn't... Yeah, okay. Oh, hold on. Hey, morning, and happy Oh, nope, not today. Oh, okay. Happy Mother's Day. Today we got something special for you, something near and dear to my heart. It's going to be a new twist on an old classic, something from growing up in Northeast Ohio. We're going to be putting an Austin spin on Mama D's famous tuna noodle casserole. So, first things first, since this one is for the moms, we should probably clean it up a little bit. That's a little more presentable for this. So, come with me and let's get...
Language.
This is going to be a challenge. Let's get Mother's Day cooking. For this Mother's Day, we're going to be making a new twist on an old classic, as I mentioned before, tuna noodle casserole. And what that used to consist of, from my very loving childhood memories of coming home to a very stinky house, was a canned tuna mixed with cream of mushroom soup concoction, tossed with egg noodles and canned peas, sprinkled with some delicious crunchy chips. So what we have today is a little bit of an upgrade. No offense, love you, Mom. But what we have here is some big eye tuna from Hawaii, also known as ahi. We're gonna make a mushroom veloute with a little melange of mushrooms, mushroom stock, and then some pickled mushrooms as well. Some fresh peas, so we can make a little bit of a fresh pea salad plus a little pea espuma. And then we will make a gremolata using the potato chips that usually also are accompanied on top. So first things first, let's get pickling. So here we have our white beach mushrooms, also known as hanshimengis. We're gonna clean them off the stems, put them in this quart container. Here we have our pickling liquid with soy sauce, vinegar, sugar. Take it off the heat, pour it over the top. We have some garlic and thyme in this, let them sit. We have some of these beautiful clustered up oyster mushrooms here from Central Market in Austin, Texas. To clean our oyster mushrooms, we're simply just going to pick them off of the center of the cluster. Some little baby Bella mushrooms here, some creminis. So lots of umami flavor, the old sixth taste sense of umptiousness. Get in there. And then we're gonna clean them, get them in a pan. All right, so now with our mushroom stems here, all of our little mushroom scrap, we're gonna make a stock for this mushroom veloute. I like to save any kind of trim just throughout the week or the month and freeze it for any occasions such as this. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna add a little bit of water. Some fresh thyme. A little bit more fresh tarragon, some onion trim, and a little bit of garlic. Just gonna let this simmer for about an hour. Next, we're gonna confit some Hi! So, next, we're going to confit our tuna. So, confit is actually a French term for with fat, so we're gonna cook it with fat. It's a little bit reminiscent of how you can buy some of your canned tuna. This one's a little more zhuzhy, if you will. So for a mushroom sauce, we're gonna take our cremini mushrooms, our oysters, over to the stove, sweat them down in a little bit of oil. We got some red onion, some garlic, bring that down, deglaze with a little bit of Madeira, some vermouth, a little bit of sherry vinegar. We're gonna put a little bit of pomegranate vinegar in there too. Some aromatics, a little bit of fresh thyme, a little bit of fresh tarragon. Hit it with that mushroom stock we made, some heavy cream, bring that down, strain it out, reduce a little bit more. Not your typical velouté, I get it. Calm, everyone calm, it's gonna be okay. But it's gonna be some dope mushroom cream sauce. So let's take it to the stove. All right, so now for our pea puree, we're going to need to blend the following. We have some very nice peak of season frozen peas, some hot cream, a little bit of fresh mint, some mushroom stock just to thin it down, a little bit of salt, and then we're going to charge it up in this ISI gun or a whipping siphon. So here we go. Wait a minute. Get the in there. So for the noodle portion of this tuna noodle casserole, we have today some mafaldine pasta, which I think loosely translates to curly hair, origin, something. Mama D has curly hair. What up? Goes great with creamy sauces. So we're gonna cook this about 10 minutes. Taste the salt al dente, drain it. Make sure you save that pasta water. We're gonna need it. And then we'll get plating. Here we go. Let's go. All right, so to pick up, we got a saute pan over medium-high heat, some neutral oil, we're using vegetable oil for this one. We have our oyster and cremini mushrooms in, get them singing, get them happy. A little salt. Now we're gonna add our aromatics. We have some red onion, minced garlic, all right, next we're gonna add some more Madeira, some more dry vermouth, a little bit of this Pedro Jimenez sherry vinegar. Oh, that's out. Touch of our pasta water. So now we have our liquid down to au sec, which means almost dry. We're gonna go ahead and add some of our frozen fresh peas, a little bit of our pickled mushrooms also. Just kind of warm those through a touch. Then, pick some of our mushroom sauce here. Just kind of glaze them up. This is gonna create a nice little bed for our pasta. All right. Here we have some more minced tarragon and thyme for a little note of freshness. Toss, toss, toss. We have a little squeeze of fresh lemon juice, kind of playing on those citrus notes. Then we're going to take some of our curly hair pasta here, heat it up nice and gently. Now when we cook this pasta, we didn't shock it or oil it or nothing, so this residual starch is going to kind of help keep our sauce nice and thick. So we just want to make sure you agitate it, move it around so it doesn't stick. If you need a little more liquid, just add some more mushroom stock. And pasta water. Once our nudes are glazed, well, that's not appropriate. Once our noodles are glazed, time to plate. Now for the gremolata. We're gonna need some potato chips, some lemon, some lime, some orange, zest all of them. A little bit of minced parsley. We're gonna take some snow peas, kind of chiffonade, julienne, kind of nice and fine. Shake it all up. And that's gonna be our crispity crunchy topping for this new age tuna noodle casserole. Let's plate up this new take on tuna noodle casserole. So first, we're gonna lay down a little bit of our mushroom sauce. Before we do that, we're gonna mount it with a little butter. Or as the French say, monter au beurre. Very nice, very nice. Now we have our pasta nice and glazed. We're gonna go ahead and just put a big old fat amount of that. Yes, there you go. Felt so nice, we'll do it twice. And the dismount. We're going to add some of our pea puree, a spuma. Oh my Lord. We're going to add some of our confit tuna, again, cooked in fat. A little bit of olive oil and some citrus notes. This right now is just above room temperature, so we're just gonna kind of flake it on top. Some nice substantial chunks on there, make it count. Mother's Day after all, am I right? A little bit more of our mushroom sauce. Again, this is kind of a little ghetto mix of Gremolata. Just to play on the classic riff of putting potato chips on top of your tuna noodle casserole. And finally, some of our pickled beach mushrooms. Just for a little brightness. And complexity. Our new take on tuna noodle casserole. Bon appetit, mi madre. Woo! Happy Mother's Day! Cheers, Mom.